So for now, I never played StarCraft. I played it for maybe an hour combined, and I played it just because I'd watched commentaries on it, and I just wanted to try it. And I started respecting professionals completely, and just gave it up right away.
Yeah.
StarCraft 2, I played a little bit. I'm in Gold League, so I'm not really proud of anything I've done. But for you, what is your favorite matchup like to commentate?
To commentate, I really actually like Protoss versus Terran. I think that that's actually a really entertaining matchup, just because of especially when Protoss decides to take it to the air one way or the other, either going Void Rays or Phoenixes,
Yep.
because I just think it makes a more interesting dynamic, and I feel like you see more of what StarCraft 2 will turn into in that matchup than you do the other matchups, which is forcing your opponent into a certain unit composition and then directly countering that unit composition. I think that's the direction the game will head when it gets a lot more refined, is essentially playing this delicate balance of the unit compositions, really. And I don't know that the players are completely there yet. I know that they're somewhat there, but still you'll see really good matchups where you have a Protoss guy and he's just throwing out Phoenixes and Phoenixes and Phoenixes, and then all of a sudden he's just got 4 Phoenixes running around, but you see the Terran guy and he's building like 80 Marines, and then you just
Yeah.
see like a ton of zealots underneath, and you're like, wow, that was sweet. Sometimes you'll see that in a Zerg play, but usually in Zerg play, they're not doing it intentionally. They're just deciding to do the build Mutabaneling, and that just happens to be, what's going on. Comparative to where I feel like in some of the Protoss versus Terran, both directions, you'll see kind of opponents leading the other player into sort of certain unit combinations, almost either forcefully or just trying to trick them, like showing an immortal and then really quickly switching to a ton of Colossi or something like that, which I think is a lot more fun. Not a huge amount of that, again, currently, because, again, I think that's a little bit, I don't know, I hope that's the way the game's going. I think that's much more interesting as far as a metagame kind of overall thing goes. But I don't know. We'll see down the line.
Yeah, the game's still evolving.
Yeah.
Okay. So if there's a lot of people going into commentating right now because it's actually hitting more mainstream. Is there any advice you'd give them, any new aspiring commentators? If there's one piece of advice, what would it be?
One piece of advice. That's hard because there's
Yeah.
lots of pieces of advice I would give. One, I guess one would be only commentate if you actually enjoy it.
Yeah, that is.
I think a lot of people get into commentating because for a lot of different reasons, and some people get into commentating because they're like, "Oh, I want to be famous." And the thing is it's like, how famous, first of all, and the thing is like when I got started it's 3 years of commentating. I'm at 20,000 viewers, I think, right, or subscribers, not even viewers. I think I still get like 5,000 viewers per video right now. And if you do the math on that, that's 5,000 viewers for 3 years. You can divide it, and that's not a huge amount. And definitely there's a lot of adversity, and there's like people that get in it, these are like, oh, I'm totally going to make money at this, which just really doesn't happen except in a few very, very rare instances. Like for every Tasteless or Husky or HD, there's 100 other people that went to commentate and then quit 2 weeks later and produced like a single video. But yeah, I think for people who just naturally enjoy either StarCraft or the act of commentating itself, I think those are the people that stick to it and that will have success over time. Because even when it gets hard, even when you feel like quitting, you still have that itch and that addiction to do it. Whether there's people there like hating on you, or I think Ranchin's one of the best examples of this. He just loves commentating. And he'll get a lot of flack where people are like, oh, I hate your voice, I hate your commentating, blah, 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 but he doesn't care because he's not doing it for like a big audience. He's not doing it to get famous. He's not doing it to make lots of money. He's doing it because he essentially loves commentary. And I think and he loves StarCraft. And I think that's kind of the essence of being successful commentary, because that helps drive everything else, really. Because otherwise you get demotivated really, really rapidly and very, very easily.
Yep. No, that's a great piece of advice. It's definitely tricky. I mean, there's a lot of trolls or haters or whatever you want to call them out there. So when insults start flying, you got to really love it to keep with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of waiting for with a lot of the commentators that have seen kind of the short breath of success on the
Yep.
release of StarCraft 2 is I know they haven't really hit the wall of adversity yet.
Yep.
Like, it was very short period of time after Mole Trap when I started, and people were like, "You're bad and you don't know the game," which was true. At that early stage,
Yeah.
you're complete noobs. And they're like, "Oh, quit," and we still kept going because, first of all, even when we like at times when we tried to stop, like I know Mole Trap's like tried to stop a couple times, not just because he's like, I need to focus on school and I need to focus on these other things, and he just gets the itch and comes back. And I think that's true for all the really really great commentators and the people who just love commentating. Even Clazart, every once in a while, you'll see him pop up back just because he can't resist it. It is kind of a siren's call. And at the same time, I think that prevents a lot of heartache and frustration, things like that, because it's something, it is something you are doing for other people, but part of that is at least that's the central motivation is different. And I think it helps carry through everything else and helps you get past all the haters and also kind of and all the other little frustrations like with encoding itself and whatnot.
Yeah. Having a video get lost and somewhere on your hard drive is always annoying.
Or commentating for 4 hours just to figure out that your audio wasn't picking up or at a bad volume.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Or like processing some. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So that's really awesome. So now, is there anything coming up? Any videos you're planning on commentating, or any events that you're planning on going to that you want to give a shout out to?
There is an event that is going to be happening in the near future. Supposedly, I haven't really found out a lot of the details, and I'm still waiting to actually talk to the guy about it, but I'm really excited about it. It'll probably be in the San Francisco area, and essentially what it'll be is the past 2-3 years running, we've done a StarCraft tournament for charity, which has been for the Child's Play charity, for the Penny Arcade charity.
Yeah.
And we're going to try to do it as a LAN event this year in San Francisco and try to invite some people and get it going. The organization on that has been kind of nil at this stage. And again, just being so busy, I haven't really had time to hunker down and do that as much as I really wanted to. But that is something I'm extremely excited about. As far as the tournament goes. The rest of the stuff, I'm going to be doing some stuff with SK in the future, Machinima a little bit, but all that stuff just feels kind of like, doing the normal commentary thing, just at other places, I guess. Doesn't feel as, I guess, important. I hate to say it that way, but it doesn't feel as important as the charity tournament. So that's, if there's a big event coming up that I'm hyped for, that would be it.
Awesome, dude. Just I'm totally stoked that you're so, I don't know, I'm not thinking the right word, but just nice. Just that you're so interested in the community and stuff. And it's been really great to talk to you. Any shout outs you want to give to any players or YouTubers that have helped you out?
I'll give a shout out for sure to Goober in particular, because he did some audio, or he actually did the audio for me, and just put a lot of work into it, even though he was extremely nervous about it. I've known him for quite a while. Give a shout out to the entire Joe.2 community, because he's just great. I mean, it's just a great community. If you get a chance, you can check out their Minecraft channel. They have hilarious stuff. Checker at Work for the new upcoming intro. He's awesome. And I'm trying to think of other people. All of Team EG, always Day9, and the other commentators on YouTube, HD, Starcraft, Husky, Moletrap, Renshin, Nuke the Stars, anybody else that's active, basically. Starcraft, I know he gets overlooked a lot. Basically, it's not as tight-knit as it used to be, but I still think it has the same level of camaraderie, and I think we're all trying to do the same thing, which is share what we love and get kind of esports out there. I don't talk to all the commentators on YouTube like I used to be able to with SC2GG back in the day. Like I used to be in pretty regular contact with Rise and Colorado when they were super busy. I kind of missed that, actually. Hopefully it'll come back to that, though. But anyway, that would be it. And I guess all the viewers, all the aspiring viewers and commentators, just you guys rock.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day, your night. It is 12:50 a.m. where I am, but thank you so
Wow.
much for taking time to do this
Thanks
with me.
for, yeah, thanks for staying up and being willing to do it like so late at night, like crazy late.
Oh, dude, I have a crazy schedule, so it's perfect for me.
Oh, okay, awesome. That's
Just
good
want
for
to.
Starcraft watching because you get
Oh
the.
yeah.
A fight for pride, a zealot careens and throws himself as a distraction against the mighty planetary fortress, hoping against hope to take it down, only to fail. It is now only the red Protoss versus the purple Terran, as the Nexus slowly winds down. There's 2 pylons, a zealot, a handful of probes now that are left in this field. It will be victory or nothing from this stage on. The last zealot is slain. The Nexus is all but dead. A desperation cannon is warped in. But it is too late. The red Protoss has fallen. The purple Terran is victorious. Yes! And not sure how to end it with epic voice after that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. 1,000th commentary. Recorded actually pretty late at night, and actually losing my voice after that. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching any of these commentaries, especially people who've been watching since the beginning. It's been an absolute blast recording all 1,000 commentaries, and I will record 1,000 more, hopefully, in StarCraft 2. At least I plan on it. Thank you for listening, and quick tip, if you are a Protoss player going up against this, either just save 400 minerals and go someplace else. Might too taste the glory of battle. They march bravely forward. Is coming.